or just a solid body, you're pretty much losing that exchange. Plus, we did see Kameme winning a lot of exchanges, which is back here with the Keyblade, defeating the full charge shot. And there you go, it's instant from game 1, so not even any theory crafting here with Samus. It's Incineroar from the very beginning, and SkyJ is there in the crowd rooting for the boy, hoping to see some success. There's definitely a lot more to be won here.
I know before we even got on the mic, we talked about how diverse the ultimate meta is. Yes, the big cat is on the big stage here up against Shuton, and I guess that's the backup character for Samus.
Right, we got the feline brain trust over here between Sisqui, SkyJ, and Joker. Right, cats are always plotting against us, they say, and we'll see if that comes to fruition. So far, it's been very even, but I'll be honest, guys, I don't think Incineroar is any better head-to-head than Samus into this matchup. Maybe marginally, but you still probably lose.
The one, you can get the wild swing though, right? That's going to be the out for Sisqui. If you can get, I mean, Shuton's so light on the Olimar, maybe an Alolan Whip right by the edge here, but the offstage is going to be so disgusting here on the side of Shuton, getting that easy edge guard.
And one big problem for Sisqui is one of his tools, actually. The Revenge is, of course, going to give him such a long mileage. However, Shuton saw that at the very beginning of this match, Sisqui went for like 3 in a row. So that becomes a bait and switch. How will I force him to go for that, then go for my punish? And the percentage, you can see it ramping up for Olimar as well. Finally, Sisqui finds one with an up B at a shield. Very unorthodox, but it works.
Whoever gets the job done, I guess. I mean, Olimar so damn light here. And it's crazy to think about because SkyJ does have success with this character. And I would not have been surprised to see SkyJ in this top 8. But that's a player that has dedicated his life to this character, right? So the pocket Incineroar are going to be a little different here. But Sisqui so far, keeping up.
Yeah, I mean, this Incineroar is remarkably polished for a secondary to even be able to hold a candle to Shuton's Olimar, his original main, right? This is what he was known for in Smash 4, and before Aegis came out, it was all about Olimar. So for him to be keeping it this competitive is very impressive, but you're going to need to do more than that. Of course you want to win.
Especially so without revenges. Sisqui has not gotten one in quite some time. The problem now is that he just needs to get up to Shuton's position, and Shuton, when we saw him earlier playing against Sonics, he was actually throwing a few smashes that did not always land, but this time against Incineroar, you're kind of banking on the Alolan Whip to come through, so the smash attacks are actually going to help you big time, plus the throws. If we do see a blue in check, that throw is happening more than once, I'm sure, because Sisqui keeps trying to go for the side B to close the distance out, and there's a blue.
Yeah, and this damage output coming out from Olimar, man. If we get any kind of double revenge, we are stacked up here, but can you get back onto stage? Can you nail the hit? The answer is no. The blue not even used for the grab. Shuton with the 2-stock to start things off. Putting the cat in the ground.
Yep, 9 lives, but only 3 in Smash Brothers, so we'll see.
Wait. We are at least going to play 3 games. So
yeah,
we do have 9 lives for the
maybe.
True, if he gets 3-0'd, then we'll see all 9 lives of Incineroar go down. But I think there's a very strong likelihood that Sisqui will at least try Samus for 1 game.
I agree.
I think so.
I think it's worth a shot.
Now the question mark is, I think these have been a few too many crossovers between Sisqui and Shuton for Sisqui to think, okay, is this 2-character pool really enough? Probably after this tournament, if this goes south for him, there will be a new shift in focus. If it's just Olimar, that's the problem. What am I going to pick up to deal with this guy? We do see the Samus come through. That's regular Samus, by the way, not Dark Samus. So hoping for some more, hurtback shifting and everything, like you mentioned with a double jump, might help a little bit. But still, the Pikmin are going to serve their effect. I don't know how Sisqui going to do with it. But look at that. Few seconds go by and already 70% on him.
Yeah, the character just has such a crazy combo game for a zoner too, right? A lot of people complain about Pac-Man and Rob's boxing tools. Well, how about Olimar's combo game? Not much has changed since the early days of the triple up smash, right? Now you only go for 1, but you get all the up airs after, you get the dot going after. Oh my god, Sisqui though answering back.
Sisqui starting off with regular Samus here. I want to point out that Olimar has a horrible ledge hang, so you don't really need the lower charge shot, and I think Sisqi's just going to go for that double jump hurt box shift on the Samus, because you don't really need that charge shot to hit lower. I mean, there's so many moves that hit Olimar hanging on the ledge, but it does not matter. Shuton staying, having the control here, getting the up smash, and getting the lead.
Now, one of the things we mentioned in the Sonic matchup, not going to get the kill just yet, but again, one of the things we mentioned in Sonic is that the neutral area is a full-on hitbox on your whole body, so you remove the Pikmin just like that. One of the problems here is that Samus' up B is electric, and I don't know if you guys saw, but the yellow Pikmin was attached, and yellow resists electricity like in the game, so that's going to be an extra headache for Sisqui. Getting the Pikmin off is going to be such a hassle.
Yeah, Olimar really shutting down all that talk about fighting fire with fire, right? You
sure.
definitely don't want to bring the same element to the duel against this guy. And Samus just has so much trouble shaking these Pikmin off from certain spots. The up B is great if there are no yellows involved, but you know, even neutral air, her head is completely uncovered by that, right? Oh my god, and you're just seeing all the struggles of this matchup put on display. Shuton playing this expertly.
Yeah, you're very limited with Samus, right? Oh, look at that quick side B. I can rotate out the white Pikmin, and it's just completely shutting down all that time you charge. And all this time you're charging for these charge shots, Olimar's lineup is getting more powerful.
One of the other problems for Sisqui is that when he does find an opening, or when Shuton whips in front of him, the reaction time is just not there. There were a few occasions already where Shuton just whipped a grab, and Sisqui could not perform. He went for dash attacks, ended up getting punished for them. And yeah, the percentage and stocks speak for themselves. Shuton is a full stock in the lead, and yes, there is a chance for Sisqui to find something else, but unless he starts a huge combo, I just don't see it. Shuton is going so deep for him, and look at that flight pattern too, saving himself and still living.
Love that B reverse charge shot from Sisqui, threatening, just releasing it on Shuton as he drifts back to the ledge, but no. Olimar able to be so flexible with his recovery, just takes the high route instead, and wow, Sisqui busting out the up B in a very dangerous spot. He's one up smash away from losing. The dash attack, though, gonna even the stocks up here. We need a miracle, but we might get one. Sisqui been known to pull those off.
Yeah, we'll see already at 156% and counting here, and the down air very active by the ledge. Almost any other move would have done the trick there too. So.
Can't be too mad about getting spiked from a position like that. And Sisqui, just look at the body language, a little bit defeated. Shuton ready to jump to his feet, ask for the counter pick, not missing a beat. But Sisqui, he's deep in thought. He's trying to figure some answer out for this character.
And that's the thing about the solo main, right? I mean, Sisqui had some good matchups in bracket, like the Diddy Kong matchup against Tweak, right? Samus pretty good against Diddy Kong, and then sometimes you get the other side of the coin, right? The Olimar is going to be a very prevalent character, especially when Shuton is in the building. So now you're going to have to go up against one of these troublesome matchups here. And so far, at least Sisqui brought it down to the final stock. It's just really hard to essentially rush down someone with Samus because, you know, usually you just don't have great boxing tools.
And you also have your main tool negated. We were talking about the bola, thumbs up, that was always such a huge part of Sisqi's kit, and it's just nowhere to be found. And this is almost seared to death also. There has been no reply from Sisqui yet. The ball is also eaten up by the shield. He does get a few attacks here, but Shuton is the man of the hour. And Sisqui, he does find some interesting connections here. Like you said, Charles, the jab utilization from Sisqui is really interesting. Unfortunately, it doesn't lead to much. Only 26% on Shuton. The body language speaks for himself. The player camps tell you one story, and Sisqui is concentrated, but he does look a little bit down.
Wow, even getting clanked out on the dash attack. Sisqui really trying to approach here, not even going for too many charges, and just trying to keep the pressure on, but Olimar's hitbox just eating him out here. Oh, the overshoot on the uppie, no punish, but she's able to get a couple putts on the big line.
That down air was the spark that Sisqui needed to make it through, but unfortunately not landing it. I think his curtain call might be coming soon, boys. Got the double jab lock into up smash, chasing with the up B as well. Shuton is in his zone right now.
Very reminiscent to how aggressive Myron plays, right? A lot of times when Myron is going for the juggles, he loves to go for the up B. Out of the up B, you can actually swing your different aerials, so you can keep the pressure going with the up B.
The Myron zone and the Shuton area, perhaps?
There you go. Man, is it just really hard for Olimar to get fully connected by the up B? We've seen it fall out so many times, right?
He's light, floaty, and small. A deadly combination for multi-hits in this game. Plus some good SDI from Shuton, and we could see very few of those fully connect. Oh, no! Oh, very low shield damage on that, though.
It was a purple, though, so if Sisqui let go of it, that would have been Curtains. Though Curtains is now come, and this is it, everybody. Shuton is going to move on to losers semi-finals. This is it for Sisqui. La Madre Patria España se va del torneo en quinto lugar, pero muchas felicidades a Sisqui por llegar tan lejos. Thank you to all of our Spaniard viewers, all of our European viewers, actually, because we do still have one more rep from the continent still in brackets. So, like you said, a lot of diversity in characters and countries, and now in playstyles too. So yeah, goodbye Sisqui, but good job. He got really, really far and outperforming what he did in Smash Factor 9. He got 7th in that tournament, now he gets 5th.
And man,
with the tough draw.
Yeah, right? With an extremely rough head-to-head matchup. And I want to double down on those shout-outs to the European viewers because at the minimum, it's 7 a.m. for them right now. So you got to be either an early morning Rise and Grinder or a really dedicated Sisqui or Gluttony fan to still be with us. So thank you guys. But of course, it's even getting late here in Mexico City. So I believe that us three will have just one more set.
Actually, that was the last one.
Oh, it was. Okay, so we're splitting the losers quarters. Hey, never mind. Guys, we're going to be wrapping it up here, but of course the tournament still has a while to go. We're going to pass it off to the very capable hands of Hungrybox, Roy, and Arath to close out the show.
As we finish up some of these replays here, this bracket has unfolded, this top 8, and not even just the top 8. If you've missed so many of the top 128, the top 64, the top 32, and top 16 matches, there were so many amazing sets. So I'm looking forward to seeing the rest of this top 4, top 5 really pan out. And so far, I've had such an amazing time in Mexico. I'm very sad that I'm leaving tomorrow, but I'm definitely going to be back for Smash Factor 11. You should not miss this tournament. It was such a great experience just as a viewer and also in person. Thank you guys so much for having me.
Well, close us out, man.
It's been a great time. I hope that you guys have enjoyed what we have brought into for you guys on this stream. Thank you, Max. Thank you, Charles. We started out with the next. How about we go with an X fist bump now for the ending? And everybody, you guys already know this is only the first half of the top